What's happening? This is BoneSickle talking you through the Fortress on silver difficulty, playing completely solo. Just gonna walk right through it. You can see I'm using the SMG. I've got that fully upgraded. I've got the AR for my backup gun, and I'm using the fully upgraded shield ability, which you start with. When you start this map, you want to just run forward, and you get a few skeleton enemies that spawn down here. And you got kind of a wave of enemies right here to kill before you actually get to the first altar in the first test of faith, consequently. So you just approach until you see these enemies spawn and really easily take them out. Of course, notice that as always I'm just shooting from the hip, just hitting R1 and completely not hitting L1 to aim, to zoom in until I need that. But as soon as you cross this bridge, you're going to notice some green mages are going to spawn, the necromancer mages. I like to target them and kill them first. Always a good idea to kill mages primarily as soon as you see them, especially the green ones, because they have the ability to resurrect enemies that you have already killed, which you don't really need for obvious purposes. So kill the green mage, finish off these skeletons here, and as soon as they're all done, there'll be a few pickups along the way. Remember that you can always run over these ammo pickups over and over, like they will respawn, so you can always have maximum ammo if you're patient and just wait for them to respawn. You can keep grabbing them. Then you can go through this green wall whenever you're ready. Always a good idea to hit these pots, because sometimes there's gold coins inside of them. But when you're ready, just approach the altar to trigger the test of faith. I happen to get hat this time, which is a completely neutral test of faith. It doesn't do anything good or bad, but considering that we're playing on silver difficulty, it's actually good in the sense that it's not bad, because when you play on silver and gold, you get a lot more of the bad tests of faith. Bad meaning that they just make the game a lot more difficult than it needs to be. I mean, which is good, you know, it's what makes it challenging. But you notice like this giant cyclops in the background, Polyphemus, but he's like just there for aesthetic purposes, so just ignore him. You see how this is like a really big square map. You got some gladiators, they're gonna start coming to you. Always a good idea to target the biggest enemies first. Go ahead and get them out the way. So every time I see a gladiator in my screen, I just take him out. Remember to activate your abilities. That's what they're there for. And notice how I'm just kind of backing up most of the time. That's my go-to strategy, to just keep the enemies coming towards me in a straight line pretty much. Try to grab the pickups that the enemies drop when you need them. Remember, the pickups that the enemies drop will disappear for good, but the pickups that are like already on the map, the health pickups and ammo pickups, they will stay there until you get them. And see the green skull, so I know we got some more mages out here. I know there's another green mage. Like I said, as soon as I know they're on the map, I like to go ahead and kill them, get them out the way really quick. So you're gonna get some green mages, and then some more gladiators are gonna come, and then there should be another green mage or more that spawn here eventually. So notice that I realize I'm really low on health and armor, so I'm just gonna take off running until I can kind of reboot all that. Sometimes, depending on what enemy types are on the map, it doesn't always work, but usually when you notice you're getting kind of low on your health and armor, you can just hold down X to just sprint and just haul butt and get out of there. So I'm doing it again. I'm like, oh, I'm almost half health, no armor. You run around to get some stuff. Green mage pops in my screen though, so I'm just going to go ahead and blast him out of existence. And I see some shields over here. I'm gonna grab all that. Now we're good to go. And eventually here you're gonna notice some harpies are gonna start spawning. That means that you're pretty much getting towards the end of this round. And the harpies that shoot arrows at you, you need to kill them. And then you need to look to the left over here for, oh, those are cupids, sorry, whatever. You need to look over here for a harpy The harpies are the big winged enemies right there that I'm shooting at. Once you kill them, the little baby cupids that they spawn automatically die, but the cupids that are shooting arrows at you, they don't die until you kill them. So really got a good idea to go ahead and target them. You notice there's still one flying around somewhere over here just spraying arrows at me. I don't know why I wasn't shooting it, but they usually do more damage to you than the ground crew, provided that you're in constant motion. As long as you're in a state of constant motion, you're pretty well set. Remember that these enemies that are on fire running towards you, when they die, they blow up into this big green cloud of poisonous smoke. I like to call them suicide bombers. So you definitely want to try to kill them when they're far away. And once the test of faith is complete, you just pass through that portal whenever you're ready. Like I said, make sure you got all your power-ups. There's no reason not to have full ammo before you go into the next one. So that's the way we do it. Thanks for watching.